morning. I've been asked to do a reflection for the fourth Sunday of Advent. So today you find me here in my study, in the messiness of all that is life. You look, there's papers on the desk, there are things scattered all around. And that's what God was planning to come into, our messy and ordinary lives. Today's a pivotal day in Advent. It's where we turn our attention. I hope that most of you have spent a prayerful, watchful, unexpectedly excited Advent so far, because that's what Advent is all about. Watching and waiting for the signs of God's kingdom breaking through and our Lord coming to be with us. It's been a strange Advent this year because things have been incredibly different. We haven't been able to meet as we would do. We've not been able to put on a lot of the church things that we would do. It's like being in exile or being under a great and heavy burden and oppression. That's exactly the world that Jesus was coming into. A world that was oppressed. A people that were oppressed and under Roman rule. And today, in the fourth Sunday of Advent, we think about love. As I said, our attention turns from our Lord as judge and ruler of all. It turns to that helpless baby. A baby that will be born into the messiness of a stable because there was no room in the inn for him. Today is traditionally the Sunday when we think about love. God's love for us, Mary's love for the child that she was carrying. We turn our attention, as I said, to that baby in the stable. Love comes in many forms. It can come as the love of a parent for a child, or vice versa. The love of someone for another human being, a significant other perhaps, romantic love, can come as friendship and relationship. And love is often found in the strangest of places and with the strangest of people. There's a song by Point of Grace, and it's called Love Came Down at Christmas Time. It's a cover version that they did, but that's exactly what is about to happen. Love is about to come down and be with us, because God is love. One of my favourite acclamations in the church, and I say it every opportunity I get, is God is love. And those who live in love live in God, and God lives in them. I love it because it speaks of the all-encompassing love that we are wrapped in from our God. And that baby that will be wrapped in swaddling bands in a manger in a drafty stable comes to bring that love to each and every one of us. Because we're relational beings. We all like to know and feel love. But sometimes we're not so kind to ourselves, and we cut ourselves off from love. Perhaps we've been hurt. Perhaps we've been betrayed. But Jesus, the baby in the stable, comes to heal all that, to make all that well, and to show us that there is a way of love. His great commandments were love the Lord your God and love your neighbour as yourself. And I think sometimes if we loved our neighbours as well as we love ourselves, then this world would be a horrible place. Because we're sometimes not very good at cutting ourselves some slack and loving ourselves as God intended us to. Because when we're loving ourselves, then we can show that love out. We need to be filled up constantly with the love of God, so that we can pay that love forward into a world that desperately needs it. The George Herbert poem Love 3 begins, "Love bade me welcome, but my soul drew back, covered in dust and sin." God's love is always there for us. No matter what we do, no matter how we are, God never stops reaching out to us. He reached out to us all those years ago, the baby in the stable. He reached out to a young girl in Nazareth, and she said yes. And he continues to reach out in love to us today. So this Advent and this Christmas, my prayer for you is that you will know love, and you will have a real sense of love in your lives. And if you don't have a significant other, if you have lost someone this year, and if you are feeling lonely and isolated, I pray that love will come to you in an unusual way, and you will know the gift that that baby is to each and every one of us, because we are each of us loved beyond price by God, our Lord with us. May I wish you a blessed, peaceful, safe and happy Christmas.